Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. How are we doing? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How is everyone doing? Good afternoon. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you hop on here, let me know where you're watching me from. Right? Let me know where you're watching me from. Hi, Stella. Say, San, Stella's Nation. Hi, 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 hi. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you? Let me know where you're watching me from when you hop on here. Let me know where you're watching me from when you hop on here. Let me know where you're watching. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How is the day going for you? Right? How is the day going? How is it? Matthew, thanks so much for hopping on here. Marlene, thank you so much for hopping on here. Guys, if this is your first time, say hello so I can give a shout out to you, right? If you haven't seen me before, say hello and follow me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Tania Boss. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Let's increase the volume, right? Hi, Zara. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you are revisiting, put a one in the chat for me. If you are new, no, if you are new, put a one in the chat. If you are revisiting, put a two in the chat for me. And let me know where you're watching me from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all doing? Rhode Island, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome, welcome. So if you don't know who I am and this is your first time here, my name is Amanda New. Follow, follow, follow. Thanks for the follow, Ibikwe. Thanks for the follow, Chef Commander. Thanks so much for hopping on here. DH, Kami, thanks so much, guys, for hopping on here. Share the live for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. The like is free. The tapping is free. But it allows TikTok to know that I am here. Guys, it's super hot. It is super, super, super hot in here. Right? It is 97. Kosi, how are you doing? 97 degrees. And oh boy. It is super hot. None. Thank you so much for hopping on here. Let me know where you are. Nestari, Adeline, thank you so much. Let me know where you're watching me from. If this is your first time, put a one in the chat. If you are revisiting, put a two in the chat. Peaches, thanks so much for hopping on here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda, right? If you are a Ghanaian, you can call me Mami AC. I am a veteran. I am a founder of a nonprofit called The Dose of Encouragement Inc., right? And I am a digital marketer where I share my journey with you all, right? Ibintu, thanks so much for hopping on here. Pinky, thank you so much. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. And keep sharing for me. Fatima, thanks so much for hopping on here. Right? Before we dive into it, how is the day going for you? Right? How is the weather at your end? How are you doing? How is work? Right? If you working, how is work? Right? Have you been able to get closer to your goal that you set for yourself? Or let me ask this, where would you want to be um a year from now? Hi Jane, thanks so much for hopping on here. What would you want to be a year from now? What goals and aspirations have you set for yourself? Right, for me, a year from now, I want to be able to fully run my nonprofit, right, and live life on my own terms. Rika, thanks so much for putting here. And I will be able to stop this 9 to 5 that I'm doing, right? That's my goal a year from now. Because guess what? This digital business is giving me that ability. Diamond, thanks so much for putting on here. It's giving me that insight. Coley Son, thanks so much for putting here. It's giving me that insight. Alice, thank you so much for putting on here. Guys, keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping on the screen for me. The tapping is free, but it allows TikTok to know that I am here, right? So a year from now, that's what I want to do, to be able to run my business, my nonprofit, right? In addition to this right here, this digital marketing business that I have here, right? And to be my own boss, right? I am my own boss right now, but to fully concentrate on my nonprofit, right? Hi, Nikki. Thanks so much for opening on here. So that's what I want to do. Kings and Osu, thanks so much for opening on here. That is what I want to do in a year from now. Right now, this is giving me that much success that I cannot be quiet. I cannot contain it, right? I gotta scream about it because, guys, a month, 2 months ago, because I started on May 11th, right? when I guys keep sharing for me and keep tapping on the screen for me. I never thought that I could be sitting here, right, making earnings online. Alicia, thanks so much for opening here, using this blueprint that I literally stumbled upon after spinning my wheels around, after doing multi-level marketing, after Noel, thanks so much for opening here, after doing Amazon FBA, that didn't work, right? I had never thought that I will be here, right? And so I don't want to sleep on this. I don't want to. Gloria, thanks so much for putting on here, sis. How you doing? I don't want to sleep on this, right? I want to share this with everybody out there because, guys, this is amazing, right? That needs to be heard. People need to hear about it. So keep tapping on the screen for me. If you don't know me, my name is Amanda, right? As I said, and as a veteran, so I was in the military. Tasha, thanks so much for opening on here. And I got injured, right? Where I literally had to be discharged from the military, right? But guess what? It was a blow to me. Sugar, thanks so much for opening on here. Digital finance, thank you so much for opening on here. It was a blow to me, knowing the fact that that's what I want to do. But hey, things happen, right? And in every situation, whatever comes your way, whatever comes our way, we gotta jump forward to say, how you doing? We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep moving, right? We gotta keep focusing on the final dream. Omar, thanks so much for opening it. And so that was what I did, right? And when I did the multi-level marketing, I didn't get no success. So I was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me, right? Zelda, thanks so much for opening it. Let's put it on the back burner. And one thing happened. Logged on to social. Danny, thanks so much for opening on here. Log on to social media and boom, I found this right here. Safari Luxon, thank you so much. Guys, keep tapping on. If this is your first time, say hello. Let me say a big shout out to you, right? And let me know where you're watching me from. Jen Exon, thanks so much for putting me. And so that was what I did, guys. And in jumping in here, I am blown away with the amount of success I'm getting. So listen, if you are a working parent, if you are a veteran, if you are a mother, if you are a father, single parent, what have you, right? And you're looking for something that will help you have a plan B, right? This for you. Digital Pro Pay. Thanks so much for putting here. Guys, keep tapping on the screen. If this is your first time, put a one in the chat. Let me know who you are so I can give a shout out to you, right? So if you are looking, and keep tapping on the screen for me, the tapping is free, but it allows TikTok to know that I am here. Thank you so much. Masim, thanks so much for putting here, right? And so that was what I did. And I hopped in here and I'm like blown away to the mask, right? Blown away to the sense that I'm able to make, what do you call it? Earnings online, all by following a step by step. Mohammed, thanks so much for opening on here. All by following this blueprint. Cross, thank you so much for opening on here. Right? All by just using my cell phone and internet. Guys, the amount of success on the online space is off the roof. James, Richie, thanks so much for opening on here. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. If this is your first time, say hello so I can give a shout out to you, right? If this is the first time you've seen me too, go ahead and follow me so we can keep in touch, right? It is amazing. Grateful. Man, thanks so much for opening here. The amount of success that is online space. For me, as an everyday person, right? As a soldier or as everyday person, I didn't think that I could make earnings online. I, Muslim, thanks so much for opening here. I didn't think that I could make earnings online. I didn't think that as an injured veteran like myself, as a soldier like myself, right? I didn't think that I will be able to earn daily using my cell phone. Ajua, I to say, how you doing? Using my cell phone, all by following step-by-step system, all by following a blueprint. Lynette, thank you so much for hopping on here. Mezans, thank you so much for hopping. Alhaji, thank you so much for hopping on here, right? So I've literally changed upon this program. And Nyapondo, thanks so much for hopping on here. And I am blown away with the result that I am getting. We scroll through social media every day. We scan through stuff every day, right? We are constantly on the go. We are constantly asking ourselves, what do I have to do? How can I bring Stephanie? How can I bring in Cam Mitchell? Thanks so much for hopping on here. How can I bring in extra? How can I do this? How can I do that, right? And we asking ourselves, will this help us? Will this help me? Will that help me? How am I able to get to where I need to get to, right? Or how am I able to not only be able to be there for my kids, right? But also be there to support them. Also be there to basically NY Colors, thanks so much for putting on here. Wiggers, thanks so much for putting on here. Guys, if this is your first time, say hello so I can give a shout out to you, right? Say hello so I can give a shout out to you. You're constantly asking yourself, what can I actually do? Oops. What can I actually do to bring in extra? What can I actually do to make sure that I'm not constantly going, I'm not missing my child's milestone, right? And I will be able to bring in that income that I have to bring after paying bills, will be able to have enough sitting there, right, for me. And so that was what I did. I hopped into this business with the idea of just building on myself, and then, Nari, thanks so much for putting on here, and then making just enough. My goal was $500 a month, guys. Gold Glow, thanks so much for hopping on here. My goal was just $500. I sim for pixels. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Guys, if this is your first time, say hello so I can give a shout out to you. Go free. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Right? That was my goal, to make 500 a month in addition to what I have going on. And boom, 4,000. DeGrash, thanks so much for hopping on here. Boom, 4,000. Right? Yada, thanks so much for hopping on here. Mary, thanks so much for hopping on here. So you asked me, what did I do? Right? I chanced upon this program, this business right here that I call a business in a box, right? And all I did was that I asked those questions, the questions that sometimes you evolve. And thanks so much for opening here. Sometimes you ask, and I'm a Ghanaian too. Yay! Nice, 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 nice. Guys, let me know where you're watching me from. If this is your first time seeing me, go ahead and follow me so we can keep in touch. But also keep tapping on the screen for me, right? The tapping allows TikTok to know. Nah, thanks so much for hopping on here. To know that I am, or Bapa, to say, how are you doing? To know that I am here. So I jumped in. How much did it cost me? Leo, thanks for the follow. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Sinma, thanks so much for hopping on here. How much did it cost me to start? And $900, right? But we have 4 products that we promote. 100, 300, 600, and $900. And guys, these are one-time investment. Elevate, thanks so much for hopping on here. Greg, thank you so much for hopping on here. Right? These are one-time. Pastor AA, thank you so much for hopping on here. These are one-time investment. Right? So for me, I was scared. For me, I was afraid. For me, I was worried, right? Because guess what? I had done multi-level marketing. I had done insurance. I had done Forex. I had done Amazon FBA, right? And I yielded little to no results. Little to no results, right? And so when I changed upon this, I was like, Kabiza, thanks so much for opening it. I was like, God, I hope this works. God, I hope this is not the same as what I had done before, right? That was my question. That was my fear, right? Well done. Keep it up, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I was like, I hope I basically I'm making the right decision, right? In doing this. And boom, I'm blown away, right? That I am so excited that I can't keep this to myself, because guess what? There is nothing wrong in having a plan B, because this our 9 to 5 is now promised. Larry, thanks so much for opening on here. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me, keep tapping on the screen for me, keep tapping on the screen for me. Right? These are 9 to 5 is now promised. So you ask me, where is your proof? Boom, right there. Come on, thanks so much for opening on here, right? That is the proof right there. Right? If you let's make sure this is not flipped, because always there we go. Right? That is it right there. And this is just my Stripe account, guys. So you are here. Like, it's sometimes it is good to take that leap of faith. Sometimes it is good to take that chance, right, upon yourself. Because with me, I was looking for a way not to constantly be dependent on 9 to 5. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Rob G, thanks so much for opening on here. Right? That I wouldn't have to constantly depend on 9 to 5. Because guess what? 9 to 5 is not promised. Right? We go constantly. Like, all we did was that keep going. All we do is keep going, right? But we don't have no time for ourselves. Our kids, like, you literally going out of the door, kissing your kids and your family. Goodbye. I'll be back before you know it, right? User 967, thanks so much for opening on here. By the time you come back, they are back in bed. Fido, thanks so much for hopping on here, right? By the time you come back, they are back in bed. And you ask yourself that, what exactly can I do so that I don't have to constantly be on the go? What exactly do I do so that I don't have to lose their milestone? What exactly do I have to do so that I don't have to constantly miss those precious moments with my family, miss those precious moments with my partner, right? Or with my kids. That is what we ask ourselves. Idris, thanks so much for opening here. James, thanks so much for opening here. Siobhan, thanks so much for opening here, right? Natasha, thanks so much for opening here. That is what we asking ourselves. Alex, thanks so much for opening here. Right? You asking yourself, what do I have to do so that I'm not constantly on the go, so that I'm not missing those milestones? Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Let me also know where you're watching me from. Feli, thanks so much for opening here. Right? Appreciate you guys so much. Keep tapping on the screen and let me know where you're watching me from so I can give a shout out. If this is your first time, put one. Let me know where you're watching me from. Fabiola, thanks so much for opening here. Right? So for me, when I saw this, I asked all the questions that I needed to ask. Cynthia, thank you so much for opening here. Not because I didn't have anything to do, but because I wanted to be sure, not wasting another money, right? Not wasting another funds, right? Because I had done multi-level marketing before. WW Eric, I had to say, how are you doing? I had done insurance based before. I had done Primerica before. I had done what you call it, VA. Thanks so much for opening here. Forex before. Carol, Omar, thank you so much, guys, for opening here. Right? I had done all of that before. And so I needed to be sure that this works, and I'm blown away. I'm blown away with the amount of results. All that I got to do is work 2 hours a day. All that I got to do is to follow a step by step. Pamela, thanks so much for opening here. Follow a step by step system, right? A step by step process that allows me to have that time freedom, that time flexibility to spend with my family, to spend with my kids. Haj, thanks so much for hopping on here. Future man, thank you so much for hopping on here. Guys, let me know where you're watching me from. If you watching me for the first time, stumbling over this for the first time, and you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda, right? I am a veteran, I am a mother, I am a founder of a nonprofit, and I am a digital marketer where I share my everyday story with you all. Cynthia, thank you so much for hopping on here. So let me know where you're watching me from and keep tapping on the screen for me. It allows TikTok to know that I am here. Right? So maybe you were thinking of having a side B for yourself, a plan B, sorry, for yourself. Leo, thanks so much for opening here, right? A side hustle for yourself in addition to your 9 to 5. Larry, thank you so much for opening here. And you're asking yourself, where do I start from? Right? This is why I can KP. This is why I'm here sharing this with you all. Because as an African myself, as a veteran myself, as a mother myself, right? And as an everyday worker like myself, Nana, to say, how are you doing? Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we need that thing that will let us breathe, right? Which I call the extra cushion. Right? Which I call the extra cushion, because we constantly on the go. We constantly on the route. Bad. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Right? We constantly going non-stop. Alicat, thanks so much for hopping on here. Right? And we ask ourselves, by the time we pay those bills, there is nothing to show for. And we ask ourselves that, what exactly can I do? How can I make this right? How can I make this in such a way that I am not constantly building somebody's legacy, but I'm building my own legacy? I'm building something that I can call my own. I'm having something that I can look back and say that I'm glad that I did that. That was me a month and a half ago. That was me 2 years ago. Don't get me wrong. I loved what I was doing in the military, and I would do. I hope my husband doesn't hear this, but I would do it in a heartbeat if I have to, right? Go back. Prince, thanks so much for opening here. Go back to the military. Legacy money, thanks so much for opening here. I will go back in a heartbeat, right? But unfortunately, things happen. You've done other businesses that didn't work. You've done other businesses that you spent a lot. You've done other things that you thought they were going to work but didn't, right? I was in that same seat. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Until I user 485, thank you so much. Until I stumble upon the legacy builders, a business that I call a business in a box. I don't have to worry about inventory. Jane, thanks so much for putting here. I don't have to worry about bagging anybody. I don't have to worry about storage costs. I don't have to worry about sharing my profits with anybody. So let me ask you this. If you were to have a business today that you can call your own, Veronica, thanks so much for opening on here, that you don't have to share the profit with anybody when you make a sale, right? That all you got to do is turn your social media post into making passive earnings. Would you say yes to it or would you say no? Where you get to keep 100% when you make a sale, where you get the support, where you get to run this from anywhere. Hadia, thanks so much for opening here. Right, Kimberly, thank you so much for opening here. Would you say yes or no? Kate, thank you so much for opening here. Would you say, put one in the chat for me if you would say a yes to it? A business that is already built for you, right? That all you got to do is plug in. That all you got to do is give it 2 hours of your time. CK lady, thanks so much for hopping on here. Right? That you all you gotta do is plug in. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Hadia says yes. I will say yes too. And that is why I said yes to this. Because a month and a half ago, I was sitting on the fence. A month and a half ago, I had spent 6 grand and over doing multi-level marketing. That didn't work for me. And I remember vividly when I saw this and I was showing it to my husband that, babe, I have seen, Michael, thanks so much for putting that. I have seen another business that I want to hop on. My husband told me point blank, he's like, honey, I don't want to be part of this because the first one you did, it didn't work. Sometimes people are going to say to you that, hey, this thing you're going to do, it won't work. This thing you think that, oh, it will work for you, right? You think that you're the only person who want to have more. I went ahead anyways, right? Because I had the conviction. I was passionate to have my own business going for me. Yes, I have a nonprofit, but that is a nonprofit. I wanted something that will earn me. No, thanks so much for opening here. That will earn me extra alongside my 9 to 5. Right? And so I jumped in here. And when I started showing him the results, he was like, whoa. When I started showing him the results, he was blown away. As I said earlier on, my take after being out of the military was to I at least make extra base. Thanks so much for opening here. Extra 500 a month in addition to my 9 to 5. Lawrence, I to say, how are you doing? In addition to whatever I have going on, in addition to whatever I have coming in. That was my goal. Right? That was my goal. Little did I know that this business would turn out to be what I needed. So you here, you afraid, you scared, you skeptical, you looking for something that you can call your own, and you asking yourself that, where do I start? I need you to start here. I'm well, auntie, right? I need you to start here. I need you to put your tap on my face, right? Where you will get my bio, right? You will see a link tree link. Tap on that is the first on the link that says Legacy Builders, right? All you doing is getting the information for yourself, right? So you get this, and all you doing is clicking on this link that says Legacy Builders, right? Link tree, sorry, right here. You will see all my profiles, right? And you tapping on the first one that says Legacy. Put your email in here and hit get my blueprint, right? You will get a short video that you would watch. And after that short video, you will get an email from me sent by my automated system. And if you have any question, feel free and put it in here for me and I will answer you. But what do you get when you start? How much does it cost to start to have a fully business started for you? Right? 100 or a 300 or a 600 or $900 plus a $29, right? What is the difference? What does it get you? The 600. So what we have here, the business is an e-learning product, an e-learning course. Champ, thanks so much for opening here. An e-learning program that is done for you. That people are in need of it. That businesses are in need of it. These are done for you digital product that is already ready to go out of the door. Janice, thanks so much for opening here. Right? Ready to go out of the door. Right? So you don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about overhead costs. You don't have to worry about storage fee because these are digital products. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. If you are even a blogger, if you are a TV presenter, if you already have a business in place, right? And you're looking to scale your business, you're looking to put your business on automation, this is for you. right? And if you don't have a business and you like, hey, I need to start something for myself that I can literally leave as a legacy for my kids, this is for you too, because this is what you get. So what? Let's say you come in, you pay, you want catering services. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thanks so much for opening here. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Let's say you come in, you say that I want to start with $100, right? Huzaifa, thanks so much for opening here. You pay $100. The $100 go to the person that you're purchasing from. So in this case, it will be me. Lucy, thanks so much for opening here, right? It come to me. And then you pay a one time of $29 to the company where you get a website built for you. It costs more than 29, at least 500 to get a pretty decent website built for you, right? But here you pay at $29. That gets your website pre-built for you, right? That is 95% done for you. And what you're doing is you're connecting the 5%. What is the 5% that you're doing? You're connecting your information, you're connecting your bank account, you're connecting your Fulani, thanks so much for opening here. Your email. So that when somebody goes out there and check it out, they know that the money goes directly. Lauren, thanks so much for opening here. Goes directly into your bank account. So you get an automated system built for you, a website built for you. You get to keep 100% profit when you make sale. Guys, that was the biggest thing for me, right? Not wanting to share my profit with anybody. So in here, you have no upper lines, you have no down lines. Agatha, thanks so much for opening here, right? You have no upper lines, you have no down lines. Yes, you have a mentor, but she gets nothing from you. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. If this is your first time, say hello so I can give a shout out to you as well, right? And let me know where you're watching me from. Mimi Love, thanks so much for opening here, right? I didn't know. I wouldn't know that everyday people like myself, everyday Eva, thanks so much for opening here. Everyday person like myself will be able to make earnings online. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a veteran, right? I'm a working fellow. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just like every other Rise Revolution. Thanks so much for opening. I'm just like everybody else here, right? But the difference is this, that I chose to want to have time freedom. I chose to want to have extra. Jenny, thanks so much for opening here. Thanks for the follow. I chose to want to have extra coming in for me aside my 9 to 5, right? Where I get to keep 100% of the profit, where I get to run this business globally, right? Because all I need is a cell phone and an internet. Does this work? Yes. Guys, if you have any questions about the business, please feel free and ask, right? Feel free and ask. That's why I'm here. On here, integrity's sake, right? No capping, right? Integrity's sake. That's all we do here. That is why. No, it's not pyramid scheme. Because I don't get anything from you. When you start making your earnings, I don't get anything from you. Frando, thanks so much for opening here, right? I don't get anything from you. You get to keep 100% profit to yourself. So it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not an MLM, right? It's not a multi-level marketing. No, you are not paying 29. So just like you have a catering service, right? So if you have to go to out there and purchase something for your store, you gotta purchase it and pay, right? Or let's just say you go to Walmart, they have items that they're selling. Ninja, thanks so much for opening here. You gotta purchase it, right? It's the same thing. The only difference is that ours is a digital product, and the 29 gets your website built for you. So where is it a pyramid scheme? Just like every other businesses out there, you do the same thing as vendors. Hi, Favor. Thanks so much for opening here. Vendors go out there and purchase the product. See, guys, this is why I say people need to take time and learn for themselves, right? Because you would get people like this, right? That wouldn't take time to learn for themselves and then would want to hop on here and troll, right? Would want to hop on here and troll, right? You have a done for you digital product that shows you how to brand yourself, how to build yourself, how to launch your business to profit, to start profiting, right? that you get 100% profit to yourself when you make a sale. So if it's a pyramid scheme, then your upper line is just gonna get part of your pie when you make that sale, right? Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Hi, Ebekwe. Thanks so much for putting on here, right? Then they're gonna make sell. They're gonna make what you call it, part of your get part of your income when you make a sale. Here, when you make a sale, nobody gets any of it. It goes direct. That is why you are connecting your bank account. If someone wants clarity, you don't have to. I'm not talking down on them. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to, before you assume that this is what it is, you ask questions about it. That's why I said on here, integrity's sake, right? On here, integrity's sake, because I wouldn't come and sit here. I wouldn't assume that this is what something is if it's not, right? So you ask questions, and I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not talking down on you. All I'm trying to explain to you is that what you saying is not right, right? So you gotta ask for clarity. Lifestyle Daily, thanks so much for opening here. You gotta ask for clarity before you assume stuff, right? And so you have a done for you product, a done for you digital product, where you have a mastery selling right that you promote, right? So the same thing as every store out there. You go out and you purchase the product. It's the same thing you're doing here, right? Where you get to repurchase, resell it because it has mastery reselling right, and the profit goes directly into your pocket when you make a sale. You get to have a mastery reselling right, 100% profit, a system on automation, because guess what? The 29 is getting your website built for you. Guys, this is a rejection-free business. I wouldn't come show you my earnings if this is a pyramid scheme, because I have done a multi-level marketing. I had done MLM. I had done pyramid scheme. Janet, thanks so much for opening here. I had done all that, right? And so if this was, I would have run away long ago, right? I would have run as fast as my legs can carry me way long ago, right? But this is what I call a business in a box, where you get the support, where you get the resources. Here you become your own CEO. You're not sharing the profit with anybody. That's number one. You become your own CEO. You get the support of a mentor that has used the same blueprint, right, to make that much and counting, right? You get to have that. You get to have an interactive community that supports you. And guys, I say this is not a get rich quick scheme. And no, this is not a multi-level marketing either, right? And so you are learning to build on yourself. Retina, thanks so much for putting on here. You are learning to build on yourself. You are learning to brand yourself. You are learning to be discovered so your customers come to you other than you chasing after your customers, right? You are learning to use your social media scroll. Tracy, thanks so much for opening on here. Use your social media scroll to make passive earnings, right? And I guess people saying, oh, I don't know what to do. Victoria, thanks so much for putting it. I don't know what to do. I can't show my face. You don't have to show your face. That's why you are given faceless options. Yvonne, thanks so much for putting it to use as well, right? So you are getting all this, and you are getting 8 added bonuses in addition to it, where you are able to use what you have to have multiple streams of income. So as I said earlier on, we have the 100, the 300, the 600, and the $900. What are the difference, right? With the $900, you are able to resell all of the 4 products, right? With the 600, you are able to resell all of the 3 products. With the 300, you are able to resell all of the 2 products. And of course, with the $100, it is by itself, right? So you are not sitting there saying to yourself, hey, I've got a business, I don't know what to do. You are constantly getting mentorship. You are constantly getting the training. Yes, you are your own CEO. And I say this, that as you hop on here, the foot you put in the door, right, determines the success that you're going to get. Is this a legit thing, business that everybody, yes, right? I got my initial investment 2 days into it, and it hasn't stopped. The success hasn't stopped coming, right? It's been non-stop, constantly coming in, trickling in. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. User 229, thanks so much for putting it. I'm ready. It says, Eva, did you put your link email in the browser, in my website? Did you put your email in my website already? Okay. So you should be getting an email, right? Um, Follow that prompt. You'll see a place where it says, if you are ready, click here. If you are not able to see it, inbox me when I'm done, right? And I will walk you through, right? Hey, user 299, thanks so much for 95. Thank you so much for guys. Keep tapping on the screen for me and keep sharing this for me too, right? As I'm saying here, it's integrity's sake. If you don't know who I am, if this is your first time watching me here, my name is Amanda, right? I am, if you are a Ghanaian, you can call me Manyesi, right? I am a veteran, right? An ex-soldier that got injured out of the military, right? I am a founder of a nonprofit called the Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, right? I am a digital, I'm ready. So user 308, tap on the, on my profile, right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you tap on my profile on the left hand side of your screen, right? You will see. Let me show you. So it makes it easier for everybody, right? Because sometimes people don't know how. Hi, Nikki. Thanks so much for putting on here. Johnny Days, thanks so much for putting on here. So this is what you're doing, right? You click on my face, Mr. Deal Dear. Thanks so much for putting here. Where my picture is on the left hand side of your screen, you will get this, right? And all you do when you see where it says click here, you click in that. It is clickable, right? You tap on the first one that says legacy builders. You get this. Put your email in here and click get my blueprint. I will also put it in the chat. And guys, um, it involves you making an investment, right? Every business out there, oops, there is some sort of investment in it, right? But the good thing is, this is a one-time investment that you make, right? .com. So I will put that in here too. Guys, keep tapping on the screen. Let's take this to 1K if we can, right? The tapping allows TikTok to know that I am on live, so they don't end my live, because without that, Fada, thanks so much for opening. Without that, they think that the live is ended, and they will try to end it, right? So with every business out there, right, there is investment involved, and there, whether brick and mortar businesses or whatever, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, right? There is investment involved, right? Is this a legit business? Yes. Right? It's up to you to decide. Flower, thanks so much for opening it. It's up to you to decide how your success is going to be. Because guess what? All the trainings, Sarah, thanks so much for hopping on here. All the trainings have been given to you. I want to show you guys something. All the trainings have been given to you, right? Or is being given to you on constant basis. Now, yeah, thanks so much for hopping on here. How you doing? Right? Let's get to this app so I can show you all. I was literally on training call, but I had to stop. You all know, Mama. Thanks so much for putting on here. You all know that I have to come on here with you and chit chat with Josephine. No, Joseph. Thanks so much for putting here. So we have this. The training is still going on, right? But I had to jump off. User 308. Thanks so much for putting here, right? You have what we call the calendar, right? That shows you every day what kind of training is. And you know, the best thing I love about this is the fact that you are able to watch the replay. If you miss it, you miss the live one, right? You're able to do that because she's training you every day of the week, almost every day of the week. Now, if you miss it, right, you come on here, call classroom, right? And you are basically, so let's go to, look at this. You getting started, right? You get to have tech support. Hassan, thanks so much for opening here, right? Tech support that you can literally tap in there. The wealthy staff, thanks so much for opening here. That and ask your questions and then get help if you need it, right? You have social media training. Now, let's say that I miss courage. Thanks so much for opening here. I miss those trainings that is happening right here, right? I come on here, and then I can get all the replays, right, that I need. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me, right? I go down. Yesterday, Monday, there was a mentoring call, and it was fire, right? So let's say I missed last night's on. You see why it says mentoring call replay? I come on here. Look at that. All that for you. You don't know what to post because you are basically using your social media to have your perfect customers coming to you, right? So you don't know what to post. You go to the same classroom and you see where it says content votes. Content votes right here. You tap on it and you can literally pick ideas from here and post, right? Hawiza, thanks so much for putting on. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. The tapping is free, but it allows TikTok to know that I am here. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Right? And so that is what you are getting. Everything has been given to you step by step. And as I said, right now, there is what you call it going on. There is a mentorship call going on, right? I was on, I had to hop off because I had to come on live, right? And when I'm done, I'll be able to watch the replay. Now, this is what you get in addition to what I've already mentioned, right? You get to be taught how to work 2 hours a day. And guys, this is on automation. What will a $900 a day do for you? No, scratch that. Let's put it a month. Let's say you have $900 coming in extra every month faithfully. What will it mean for you? What will it change in your situation for you? Right? Imagine the feeling I had waking up to a $900. No capping, guys. They said the truth is in the pudding. I showed you all my Stripe account, right? Now let me show you this. Let me show you this. That is why I always say that take your time and ask questions. Take your time because a month and a half ago, I didn't think that I will be able to make earnings using my cell phone, following, like literally posting my content. You post content online every day, right? For people to like it. Why not turn that into streams of income, into passive income? Right? Or you constantly scrolling through people's stuff. Why not turn yours into passive income? Right? Why not? So if you want to find out more, tap on my face on the left-hand side of your screen, right? Put your email in and get to find out for yourself. That's all you're doing. If after watching it, this is not for you, you can keep it moving. Intrinsic. Thanks so much for hopping on here again. How you doing? Right? But let me show you all something. System. Let me show you all something. Right? Guys, ask questions if you have any questions. Ask questions, right? Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. And I will be glad to answer you. And keep tapping on the screen for me. We haven't daily paid business. Thanks so much. We haven't taken this to 1K yet. Guys, the tapping is free, but you don't want your girl's life to be ended, right? So keep tapping on the screen for me as I get you all this thing, right? Guys, digital product, daily paid business. Thanks so much for hopping on here. Digital product is the number one, right? Right now, going on there. Right? It's number one right now. Good day, good day, good day. Look at it. This is it. Right? What day is it? It was July 9th, right? Look at it. And look at the time. Let me see if I can get you guys the time. Oops. Look at the time. Look at the time stamp on it. Right? No capping on here. Look at the time stamp on it. 3:37 a.m. Was I up? I was asleep. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. I was asleep. Look at that. Right? So when I get people saying that, oh, I want to do this, but I'm scared. I want to do this, but I'm afraid. I was once in that same boat. Guys, I was sitting on that same space like you are. But when you have a burning desire to want more, when you have a burning desire to have more, when you have a burning desire to want to not constantly be on the go whilst putting your passion on hold, whilst not working tirelessly to make somebody's dreams and aspiration come true, right? Guys, don't get me wrong. I do a 9 to 5 too. But my goal is by next year, right? This time I'll be done with 9 to 5 because I want to focus solely on my 9 to 5. Not my 9 to 5, on my bring your name, my nonprofit, right? Whilst being able to live life on my own terms. So let me ask you this. If you were to have a business that brings you this, and this is my PayPal, I showed you all my Stripe account. I showed you all my Stripe account. Right? So if you are to have, oh, good day. I don't think I saw this. If I did, guys, if you have any questions and it's not showing, probably TikTok has filtered it, rephrase it and put it in the chat, right? But ask the questions. Ask questions. That's what I'm here for. Even if you are in the business and you have a question about how to do certain things, ask me. If I know the answer, I'm going to help you out, right? That's all. Listen, that's what I love about the business. The fact that you get the support, right? Because guess what? When I was doing multi-level marketing, anytime I needed help, it was a struggle. Anytime I needed tech support, I had to pay for it. I had to constantly be paying for it. But here you get it for free. Here you get it 3 times a week. You get to be mentored, right? You get to be supported by a live interactive community. You get to be your own boss, right? Like today, I was super, super, super excited with the training that is going on. Prophet Pioneer, thanks so much for hopping on here. How you doing? Right? So I was saying earlier on, if you have the passion to have something go, guys, it's super hot. Please hydrate, right? Please hydrate. See me having my ice water. Very, very hot. Guys, let me know where you all are watching me from. Ooh. Let me know where you all are watching me from. Let me know where you all are watching me from, right? Let me know where you all are watching me from. Yeah, it's very New York. I used to live in New Jersey, London. Nice, 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 nice. North Carolina. So I used to be in New Jersey, right? And military. Ooh. And military brought me to North Carolina. When we got here first, I was telling my husband, I was like, babe, it is very different here because here it's like laid back, right? Everybody's like, as if they don't have anywhere. Washington, D.C., as if they don't have anything going on, right? So I was like, what kind of city is this? But after a couple of years into it, I'm loving it. And now I'm like, sometimes I miss New Jersey, but now I'm like, we stuck here. We ain't going nowhere, right? We stuck on here, right? Point blank period. I love it. So I'm stuck here after my military service. Yes, they are. Like very they are. Like, everywhere you might get some people that are like crazy here, right? But they are nicer here. They are nicer here. I have my lipstick. They are nicer here. So after getting injured in the military and getting discharged, right, we bought a house right here, and I'm like, I'm stuck. But I come to New Jersey from time to time to visit my dad. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. My dad and my sister, they still in New Jersey, right? Work less. Thanks so much for opening here. I love that name. Work less and more, right? That's what we're talking about, right? Work smarter and not harder, guys. Right? That's what we're talking about here. So I was saying earlier on, if you look in the mirror and you ask yourself that, what am I doing? Why don't I have anything to show for after all these hours that I put in, after all these longer hours, after the overtime, right? Why don't I have anything to show for? Then I need you to put your email in that chat. No, in that chat. In my bio, right? Click on the link tree link. It's the first on the link, says Legacy Builders. I've also put it in the chat, pinned it in the chat. I cannot talk this afternoon. I've also pinned it in the chat, right? Put that in your browser and get to find out. Sure, 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 sure. Thanks so much, Prophet Pioneer. Thank you so much for hopping on here with me, right? Then I need you to tap it. Is the heat. Yes, hydrate, 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 right? And I need you to check that for yourself. Because a month and a half ago, I was sitting on that same struggling bus where all I do was constantly going 9 to 5. And look at it this way: with the 9 to 5, when you even asking for what you call it, asking for vacation, look at how they toss and turn you before they do that. And meanwhile, you're giving them your strength, you're giving them your time, you're giving them your resources, you're giving them your energy, whilst building their dreams, whilst building their legacy, whilst making sure that their dreams and aspirations come to pass. How about you having one for yourself? You having one that you can call your own. This is not just a business, one that you can actually leave for your family, for your kids. How many of us here have some type of loan? Put one in the chat for me. Student loan, credit card loan, mortgage, car loan. Put one in the chat for me. Put one in the chat for me. I have one, right? I have a mortgage, right? And sometimes you ask yourself that, man, if only I can pay ahead of time. If only I don't have to constantly work these longer hours. If only I don't have to constantly be on the go. Some of us too, we literally have to leave our kids with family and friends so that we can go do that overtime. And guess what? It's when you've done these overtime, that's where Uncle Sam take the largest of it, right? So your bills are here, our paychecks are here, and all we're doing, and I get people, oh, this is SCAM, right? But the 9 to 5 that we're doing are the worst SCAMs. TikTok doesn't like that word, so I don't like to mention it, right? The 9 to 5 are the, or leaving your kids or leaving your family are the worst ones out there, because all you doing is revolving issue. Godfrey, thanks so much for hopping on here, right? You want to be able to get out of debt, and you constantly doing the longer hours, you constantly going non-stop, you constantly doing overtime, right? And we are trading our time for peanut. We're trading our time for little. We're trading our time for nothing at all. You know what gave me the perspective to start this? Because for me, I had said to myself that, hey, I've done a 9 to 5. I'm out of the military. I don't want to have anything to do with a corporate world anymore, right? But when sometimes things happen, and then you gotta go with the flow until you get your grounds, right? And so that was what I did for myself. But you know what made me wanna get myself from not making any earnings, doing multi-level marketing, to have to shift myself to hopping on this opportunity right here? Because when I saw it, I was skeptical too. When I saw it, I was afraid. When I saw it, I was like, man, this is gonna be the same thing as the one that didn't work for me. But something kept pushing it. It was more so like the stars were aligning in pleasant places, if I can use that word, right? Because it was every time I hopped on, I had established communication with this lady, but every time I hopped on, her content was riding on. And I'm like, God, why? Because I had done insurance base, it didn't work for me. I had done Forex, it didn't work for me. I had done multi-level marketing, it didn't work for me. I had even gone ahead to produce products for Amazon store. Yes, with that one, I was getting a little, damn! With that, I was getting a little help. I was getting little income coming in here, sales here and there. But the monthly fee was way upper than whatever I was making, right? Than whatever it was coming in. So like, we're putting that on the burner, right? We're like, we're pushing that back. You asking God to bring you a sign, or to give you a sign, so that you can have something going on for yourself, so that you can be your own boss, so that you'll be able to have that quality time with family. You'll be able to have that quality time with your kids, so you don't have to constantly be out of the door when your kids are asleep, and coming in the door when they are still back asleep, right? And here you are, he has given you all these, and you still sitting there, you're like, man, I need something else. I was afraid. I was skeptical. I was worried that I'm yet to throw another money down the drain. But at the same time, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to have something that I can call my own. I wanted to be able to look at my bank account and go to the grocery store without having to put a calculator on it, right? Or without having to tell the lady at the machine that, hey, ma'am, hold on, let me check my bank account first if I have enough to cover that things that I've taken, right? I don't want to do that. Before my military service, I was doing 2 jobs and going to school. So I know I've been there, done that. It's not a pleasant feeling when all you doing is going nonstop and yet you have nothing to show for, right? I've been there, done that. I've been there where I constantly had to literally ask myself that if only I can get another job. So that means that was going to make it 3, right? If only I can get another job. If only I can have a higher paying job. So what made me want to shift my focus from sitting on the fence, asking myself, Abdul, thanks so much for putting on here. Asking myself that, let me hop on here, was the fact that this gentleman that used to work here, he had given this company 20 years of his time. 20, not even 10, 20, right? And one fateful afternoon, he got a call thinking that, oh, they might increase his pay or something because he's been with the company for that long, right? Hey, thanks so much for putting on here. How you doing? Only for him to hear, only for him to hear that, hey, sir, we got to let you go. The reason being that you're not producing as you used to, and that we got to let you go because now there are so many technologies that is taking over. That is another point too, right? Where the AI softwares are taking over people's jobs. Chris, thanks so much for putting on here, right? Taking over people's jobs, taking over people's responsibility, people's roles, right? In corporate worlds. And so you ask yourself that, what will I do? What plan B do I have in place should my 9 to 5 end today? Or what plan should I lose my job today? One man, thanks so much for hopping back on here. Guys, keep tapping on the screen for me. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Should my 9 to 5 end today? Jenny, thanks so much for hopping on here. Says, how are you doing? What am I gonna do? Right? Should it end today? Where am I going to? What am I going to fall back on? That is what we gotta ask ourselves, right? And so, if the answer to that question is who, I wouldn't know where to start from. I would have to start all over again. Then this is the time for you to look into having a side business going for you. It's not gonna get any easier, right? But when you start, you realize that it was Grammy Party. Thanks so much for hopping on here. You realize that it was worth it, or it's worth it. Thanks for the share, right? You realize that it's worth every bit of it. Because as I said, I didn't think that my goal was hopping in here. I was, yes, I was, but unfortunately I got injured, so I'm out now. Yes, right? My goal was to make a $500 a month in addition to whatever I had coming in. Nah, it's fine. But I would do it in a heartbeat if I have to do it again. I know when my husband hears it, he'll be like, you, this lady, you crazy. Because you guys, you know what? He had just been here 3 months, 3 months into the country, right? Joining me here. And I had told him that I wanted to go to the military. And probably he thought that it was going to be me going and coming home every day. And on our wedding anniversary was when I had to go to basic training. Hey, hustle with Tina, thanks so much for hopping on here. On our wedding anniversary. And every time he talks, I'm into it and nice, nice. Hey, hey, hey. And every time he hears it, he's like, you still talking about this? Yes, So I had to write letters. But I'll do it in a heartbeat if I have to do it again. I'll write him letters, right? And he would respond back. And it was crazy, right? It was fun. Hi Sharon, thanks so much for putting on here. It was fun, but it was crazy. But and yes, he had my dad and my sister around, right? But knowing that a person who had just gotten into the country, not knowing, Tariq, thanks so much for putting on here, not knowing his left, right, center, he had just started working, right? And only for him or for your wife to say, hey, okay, babe, I gotta go to basic training. I laugh about it now, but that time it wasn't funny, right? It wasn't funny to him, but now I laugh about it, and I'll do it again in a heartbeat. I'll do it again in a heartbeat, right? Because I loved what I was doing. I was a logistics specialist, and I was moving um, personnel and equipment to and fro. So I loved it. Online sales, mom. Thanks so much for putting on here, guys. If you have any question about the business, feel free to ask. Right? If you like, hey, what she's saying, I relate to it, and I need to. 92 Yankee. Yep. I was 88 November. All right. Yes. And I love it. Right? See, this is what we're talking about here, guys. The level of support from the community, right? It's unmatched, right? So what are you getting when you hop on here? 100% profit. Oh, and this too, there is no monthly fee, right? That was the icing on the cake for me, right? That I don't have to pay any monthly fee. That was off the because, and I didn't have to spend any money advertising my business. Ooh, when I was doing multi-level marketing, I was always paying for it, always paying for advertisement, right? Always on constant basis, paying for it. But here I get to have over 200 website free of charge, right? To brand yourself, to put your business out there, right? And I asked this question earlier on that what will a 900 a day, let's just take it that not even a day, 900 a week, what will it do for you, right? Will it give you what I call the cushion? Will it give you the freedom? Will it give you the flexibility to be able to live life the way you want it? Some of us, we've put our dreams and aspirations on hold, right? Even the things that we have to buy for ourselves, we've put them on hold because in my language, I say, like the moment you go ahead and you purchase it, your bills ain't getting paid. Or on the other hand, the moment you finish paying your bills too, like everything is down. You have to wait till the next paycheck comes in. We've all been there, done that, right? But it's hard time that we also work for ourselves. That all we gotta do is spend 2 hours a day, 2 simple hours, and the 22 hours is for us to keep. What will you do in that 22 hours? Go to the places, do the things that you want to do, like you literally have passion for, right? And not worried about, oh, if I don't go to work, I'm not getting paid, right? 2 hours, what do I do in the 2 hours, right? I post content. If I don't know what to post, I go to the community and I literally pick up content from there if I choose. Like everything has been given to you. Everything has been given to you, right? Step by step, everything has been given to you. That you don't have to worry about what am I going to do? Where am I going to find the content? For those of you who are shy and don't want to show your face, you have almost a year worth content, faceless content to use, right? Majority of us, when we were going to school, we used student loan. Mama of type 1 diabetic. Hi, thanks so much for putting on here, right? We were using student loan to go to school. How about you being able to, through this business, right? Being able to not only pay off that student loan, but also be able to open 529 for your kids, right? college funds for your kids, where you can constantly put money in there because your side business is working, right? Thanks daily pay business, right? Guys, as I said, this is a rejection-free business. So get to find that information for yourself. If after watching it, it's not for you, you are more than welcome to remove yourself off the email, right? But get it for yourself. Launch a business to profit in 7 days. I got mine in 2 days, and it's been non-stop, right? And now my husband sometimes asks me, how is business going? This was a person who was saying, I don't want any part of it because the first one you did, it didn't work for you. Yvette, thanks for the share, right? This was a person asking that. Now he's all on board. Yes, he wouldn't show his face in the camera, but he's all on board, right? The fact that I'm able to spend time. Yeah, 2 days ago I was talking on live here, and then I was like, "What would you do? Should you get the notification that I got, right? 3:47 a.m. That notification of somebody that has made a sale." And I asked, "What would you do?" Somebody says, "That looks like a call outs for sick day for 9 to 5." Hell yeah, right? Is this a legit business? 1,001% legit, right? Doesn't mean that you're gonna get your investment in 2 days when you come in. No, everybody's success story is different. Mine might be different than yours. Yours might be different than mine. Again, the foot you put in the door, because you are your own CEO. Hey, Miss Gloria, thanks so much for coming back on here. You are your own CEO. You are your own boss, right? So you gotta determine how this works. But does it work? 1,000 and change. I'm well. How are you doing? Right? 1,000 and change percent, yes. All by working 2 hours, right? Guys, making money online has never been this easy. Where you get the support, where you get the resources, where you are told how to do it, what to do, so that you have your customers coming to you, other than you chasing after them, that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about monthly fee. You don't have to worry about bargain friends because it's a rejection-free business that you can run anywhere in the world as long as you have a cell phone and an internet. You don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about overhead fees, storage fees, none whatsoever. And you invest a one-time fee of either 100, a 300, a 600, or a $900, depending on what is tailored to you or what do you want to do. I wanted multiple streams of income, right? And so I hopped in with a $900. And if you are in the US too, you get to have monthly, to put this on monthly installments. Jemima, right? Why you get to put this on monthly installment, 12 to 18 months to pay for it, right? Something that you invest in, Joe, thanks so much for putting here. Something that you invest in yourself at one time that can earn you over and over and over and over again without you having to worry about how am I going to do this? Where am I going to get the support? Right? Where am I going to get the men? Because under normal circumstances, as a business owner, you are on your own, right? But here it's not like that. You get the mentorship. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to worry about what am I going to post, because your hands are literally held from start to finish. Put this here, put that there, do this, do that, do that. Guys, I call this is a gold mine, right? That nobody should sleep on, right? You've been thinking about it. You've been asking yourself, I need a business that I can call my own. Hey, Randy, thanks so much for coming on here. I need something that I can look back and leave for my kids. I need to be able to make my own hours. Through this business, my vacation is paid for, right? Right? All by working just simple 2 hours a day, right? You don't need to break your back to make somebody's legacy or somebody's dream come true, whilst yours is left unattended. You don't need to constantly, umbrella, thanks so much for opening on here, constantly be on the go, whilst you miss those precious moments of your child, of your children's or your family's life. Yes, you might think that we work in all these hours to be able to buy the things that they need for them. But those little moments, right, that we miss can never be gotten back, right? You can never make those times up. Once it's gone, right? You constantly asking yourself, I'm working, no more afraid to shop at, that's it. Without having to put list on it, right? Picking the things that you need for your family, for yourself, right? I get a question. Oh, won't it be saturated? Oh, I have a 9 to 5. I am very busy. I don't have time. You are in your own way. You are given excuses to the things that you can do and things that you can work around. Right? Would you rather do that over time? Would you rather work longer hours than you spending quality time with family? Than you spending quality time with your kids? Than you focusing on you, the things that makes you happy? If you want to change, then you got to change certain things. Yes. So when you say, "Oh, I don't have time, I have kids," nobody is saying put your kids in online, right? That's why we have faceless content. Jenny, thanks so much for opening here. That's why we have faceless content, right? Oh, I'm very shy. I'm not a social person, a social media person. Nobody is a social media person. I wasn't. If it wasn't for this business, I wouldn't have known that the things that I was doing. I didn't know. In my language, we say you didn't know jack. I didn't know anything, right? Oh, I'm very busy. I am a very busy person. Jemima, thanks so much for opening back on here. Right? I'm a very busy person. If I tell you the things that I do, right, you ask yourself that, so how do you get the time to still run this business? Because I get to work 2 hours a day. I get to work 2 hours a day. The beauty of owning your own business, right? The beauty of it. I'm a mother. I run a non-profit full time because that's my baby too, right? I'm schooling for my PhD, right? You all can imagine the amount of work involved in that, right? I'm doing that. I'm a I'm doing a 9 to 5. I'm a wife, right? And I'm able to run this because I want to be my own boss too. I want to be able to buy the things that I want to buy for myself. The things that, like, sometimes when you work, right, you like, today I feel like shopping for myself, but we can't do it because we don't have the funds to do it. Being able to buy them without having to check your bank account, as Randy said, right? It is doable, guys. It is doable. It starts from here. That is why I also love the fact that Michelle knows that, and she's always putting us on this training, this mindset training, right? Bringing people on here. Guys, for a business this much that you invest one time fee and you're getting all these, I haven't even mentioned the bonuses today, right? The 8 added bonuses that you get. I haven't even mentioned it. Oh, and for those who missed it 2 days ago, two people in the community that had they might be old or they might be new, got two iPads. Yes, got two iPads for the giveaway, right? Free because it's Michelle's birthday month, right? They got two iPads, and then a week before, eight people got $100 gift cards for anything they want to do, right? Is my success gonna be your success? No. We are two different people. My success is gonna be different than yours, but the success is there. It depends on you. How you want your business to be, how you want to see yourself. So let me ask you this. Hey, KP, thanks so much for hopping back on here. Where do you want to see yourself in a year from now? I want to be able to not work for any company, but be able to run my nonprofit fully, right? And have this business scale up, right? So what goal do you have for yourself? Where do you want to see yourself a year from now? Still working for a corporate world? Still working to make somebody's legacy come true? Still working to have people's dreams and aspiration be fulfilled because you're giving them your time, your resources, your energy? Or you want to be able to have your business run and go on the vacations that you've put on hold for the longest, right? Be able to be there and spend quality time for your kids as much as and family as much as you can, right? And be able to do the things that you have put on hold all these years because you're working overtime, that you don't have no time for yourself. Which one is it going to be? Put it in the chat for me, right? Which one is it going to be? Priceless. There you go, right? Which one is it going to be? I want to be able to run my business on the go, going on vacations here and there as I deserve. We deserve better. We deserve more. We deserve having something that we can call our own. We deserve not breaking our backs for these corporate worlds for a little. We deserve more. So if you could get the step by step on what to do to possibly earn 30K in 90 days, would you say yes? Right? Would you say yes? I said yes long time ago. That's why I'm here. And I will say yes again, over and over again. Because not only does this work, not only are we getting the monetary aspect on this, but you also being able to brand yourself. Put yourself on the map, put yourself out there so that people come to you to like the moment you literally put your content out there, people have their cards in hand ready to patronize you, ready to purchase from you. Guys, this is a done for you thing. So you don't have to worry about sweating to make it or to create your own thing. Step by step, you've been given what to do, how to do it. The hard work is being done for you. All you got to do is plug in. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is plug in. Hi, Ketson. Thanks so much for coming on here. That's all you got to do. Plug in to those trainings, right? That's all you got to do. Plug in and see you succeed. Plug in and see you manifest that goal of yours, that goal that you've set for yourself. Again, what will it mean for you being able to constantly make earnings from your social media, from the things that you post online, from the things that you put online? That you still have fun doing it, right? You still have fun doing it, right? You have fun doing it. So if everything I've said relate with you, then I need you to tap on my profile, click on the Linktree link, right? And put your email in the Legacy Builders, the first one that says Legacy Builders, right? Put your email in there. Get to find out what exactly it means for you to have a business for yourself. One that you can call your own, one that you don't share profit with anybody, one that there is no monthly fee, one that you get to be taught what to do, how to do it, where to do it, to bring your perfect customers to you, one that you don't have to bag no family, friends, or anything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I will show you, because as I said on here, integrity's sake, right? And don't let anybody tell you others, oh, this is a pyramid scheme, oh, this is a multi-level. No, I would have run long ago if it was, right? So thank you so much for hopping on here with me. I'm gonna give 2 minutes if there is no more questions, right? 2 minutes for questions. If you have any questions, feel free and put it in the chat for me. If you have any questions, feel free and put it in the chat for me before I hop off here, right? If there is any more question, I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. If there is any more questions, if there is no more questions, I'm gonna hop off here. But if you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and follow me, right? So that whenever I come on live, you will get the notification that I am on live, right? Uh, yeah, I did. Please, any requirements? KP, you still here? um so there is the only requirement is that you got to purchase the product, right? You got to purchase the product, which is either the 100, the 300, or the 600, or the $900 plus the $29, right? So that makes it if it's the 129 daily pay. Maddie, thanks so much for hopping on here, right? That makes it 129, right? It can be done anywhere. 129, where you get your website set up for you. You get your system set up, and then you start taking the trainings to connect those buttons, right? Where you'll be able to. KP, if you here, give me a one. If not, I would respond to your message when I get off here, right? But that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, right? That's exactly what it is. So if there is no more question, thank you all so much for hopping on here. I will see you again tomorrow. If you don't know the times that I come on live, I'm here. I'm always here between 5:30 in the morning and 6:30. Not 6:30. 5:30 in the morning and 1:30 in the afternoon. Right. Um, every day. If I'm not able to make it, I will definitely let you know that I'm not able to make it. Right. But I always on here. If you have any questions, feel free and ask me. Until I come your way again, stay blessed. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It is super hot out here, right? Hydrate. And let's have our legacy builds as well for ourselves, right? Bye for now. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda. If you are a Ghanaian, you can call me Mamisi, right? And if you have any questions, if it's not even about business or about anything, feel free and ask me, and I will definitely share with you my 2 cents, right? Until then, bye.